Okay, so for when you have like the three people in the cheering pictures, I think that we should just go ahead and give them all their names. So then that way they're in the index in the back of the book.
Yeah.
So they're like, hey, look, like I'm on this page. Let me go look at it and like read about my like swim season.
But the problem with that was when we tried to enter the names in, this was too long and it pushed the rest of the wording off the page.
You should be able to extend to the bleed line just as long as it's not covering the page number, and when we get the title in there it's not on that, or we can even extend it out further that way.
But is it okay if it goes down to like the bleed line even though like you want it to match up with the picture?
Yeah, if it goes down further, we just have to make sure when we get, I'll put on the title tonight and then we can check that once you got names in.
Okay.
Bergen versus Bergen.
Yeah, I think we changed it. I think it's, we looked it up in the name checking, it was Ann. So I think we tried to fix that.
Mod, what, so if you make it a state, are you doing, well, when you make it a state, are you, sorry, are you looking at story or mod, or, the pictures are uploaded from the shaving party.
Mm-hmm.
It's just up to whatever you want to do, and if they are going to look good calmed. It's kind of awkward.
I don't know if it would
taking
look good
pictures of
calmed.
them, like just floating heads in the
Yeah.
blue little mod.
Hopefully we go to state because I think we could do a story. Like I think a story would be cool because the last time we went to state was a while ago, and it'd just be cool to see like to talk about just a little bit of background about it and how important it is, and like if we go in the medley relay, that us like breaking the 31-year-old record and then going to state for it would be kind of
I
cool.
think you'd have a lot with that because you could talk about, like, isn't it the last time they went to state was when they were ELN,
Yeah.
and like Josh Eaton and Luke Belander were on the team?
Well, I think they went the year after.
Because it was
and
like
then it was
Josh's,
that
because
was
it was the year the kid, the last time they went to state, isn't it the year the kid cut the fingers off?
I thought it was the first year after when it was still Evan and Mitchell were here, and then with Aubrey, and I thought they went on a relay.
Maybe. I don't know. I know it was 10 years for girls. Because Allie Griffiths was the last one to go in distance.
Because I think Sean
Sean
and Evan, and it might not have been Aubrey, but I think it was Sean, Evan, Thomas, and Mitchell. Or something like that.
Yeah.
But this quote right here it's fine to use. Like that, I think we've already discussed that. The one about Ross
being too sexy for a sport that requires clothes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine. I don't care if you use it because it's not like he's offending anyone in saying it. If they're offended by that, it's just Ross being Ross. And then, okay, so your headline is at the top, so that puts your caption in the gutter. And I think either we need to...
Wait, what?
So your headline is up here in the upper left corner.
Yeah.
And then here's the gutter for the page. And that puts your caption right in the gutter, and I think it needs to move out. So either you can shift everything kind of counterclockwise, and move your headline down.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
And then your photo cred over to the gutter, and then your caption kind of up in this corner. Or you could just switch your photo cred and caption. It's up to you. I'd just do it based on looks.
Better, like it'd look better with the headline down here.
And
maybe set it right on the eye line.
And then maybe, I'm just thinking this picture, since it's like a whole team thing, maybe squishing Chase's down or extending some things down to the bleed, like maybe these twins and then this down to the bleed, so that we can just get that a little bit bigger. Or
the only problem when you do that, I guess, would be the proportion would change.
I've talked to Niemeyer, and I will have a state press pass, so we can just wait it out since we're already waiting it out until then. Just wait it out and see what pictures we get back from that, and come in on Monday
Yeah.
ready to. Like,
I don't think the
looking at
lighting in
it.
that building's very good either.
They got new lights at
Okay, because it used to
Marshalltown.
be. Well, I thought it was at Fort Dodge.
No, it's at Marshalltown.
Oh, wow.
They
But the
have new
pool's weird.
LEDs.
There's like, it's weird because it's like there's bleachers on both sides, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
but then that would get me a deck pass as well. So
Because it's like a gym, but with like a pool
Yeah.
instead of a floor.
instead of a floor.
What did you mean by this?
Okay, so you said like John, like this is John Rickabaugh stepping up on the block. This is Rickabaugh's like first year swimming varsity, and this is, and then it goes and you end your quote with Rickabaugh says.
Write that quote.
Oh yeah, Mary did that.
Yeah.
Okay,
that
but
wasn't
anyway,
me.
so I would just talk to her about using some pronouns, because I feel like if you're like,
Like you can tell because I did this side and then she like there's totally two different styles of writing
yeah,
and it's kind of different. Like for someone
who's
reading
in the
it,
sport and who's not in the sport, you can
Yeah.
tell by what you read. I think that we just need to make sure that the overuse of their last name is not a thing. I'd maybe say like, hey Mary, like let's maybe think about using he instead of Buacker or Rickabaugh here, and then just like kind of reread it to her, like read it out loud and kind of emphasize like Buacker. Buacker's favorite event is da 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 da. Buacker said, like, just kind of emphasize that and kind of point out that this caption is
There's
maybe
two- like,
25
there's-
words and 3 of them are his last name.
Yeah.
Um,
I mean, like that's kind of what the problem we're running into here is like, there's so many names, there's not like enough space. Oh, and then I had another question.
yeah.
So where it says, top, I think it says top left,
Mhm.
for this one, and then far right, and then either bottom right or right. Is that like okay to use that, or
I would
what would you
say-
say?
I think on the other pages we're going right, top left, bottom left, or it's just right, top, or yeah, right, top, bottom.
And then this one, would that be left, and then
Left, and then above left, and then above right. I think is how we're doing that, just to differentiate from, even though they're still right above the captions, just so they know that it's like the above left and right.
would this look better over here if the Buacker said was up here in the white space? Like, can you do that in eDesign?
I would almost think that it would look better to maybe widen the caption a little bit instead of.
Okay, so like if you
So
widen
it's-
the whole thing.
Yeah, I think we just widened it a little bit just to get it right on that same line
That's
as the other
because it
ones.
doesn't look as good when it's like not even.
Yeah.
Is there anything else?
I don't think so. So I would just work on the changes that we talked about and then wait until state, and then we can get ready to submit it.
Okay.
But other than that, it looks good. You're rocking it.
Thank you.
Killing the game.
Come on, Liz.